Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and we are back with another day of sports betting. This is going to be for Thursday, July 21st slate of MLB action. I'm super excited to dive into it. We do have a fantastic slate of MLB. I do wish we had a couple more games on, but unfortunately, there's obviously nothing that I can really do about it. But I am super excited to dive into it. But before we did, I did just want to go ahead and say that we are still currently on the road to 7,000 subscribers. So if you guys are new, make sure that you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Next, I did just want to go ahead and give a quick shout out here to all of our members here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do, and thank you guys so much for giving such a small channel such a big chance. As I always say, it truly does mean so much to me. So thank you guys for all the continuous support over this All-Star break. We've had a really great All-Star break. Unfortunately, there's nothing really to recap, so I'm going to kind of just, because there was absolutely nothing yesterday. So I'm going to talk about, we've been on an absolute heater here recently. If you guys have been keeping up with my page and channel just in general, you know, like my socials, Twitter, I even have a TikTok. I just make stupid videos all the time, but if you guys do want to follow it, I do have a TikTok as well. But if you guys have been keeping up with it, obviously you guys saw that I went 2-0 on Friday. I ended up going 3-0 on Saturday. I ended up going 2-1 on Sunday, just barely missing out on 3 straight sweeps in a row. Then I did have the home run winner. I ended up picking, I had 1 unit on Kyle Schwarber. I had 1 unit on Juan Soto. So I ended up profiting a pretty big margin there. We ended up winning a lot of money on that one. But then I also, if you guys watched the video for the actual like All-Star game that I ended up having American League money line, and I had Stanton as the MVP as one of my picks. So I ended up having an absolutely fantastic, last like 5 or 6 days of sports betting. So I'm really excited to dive into the second half of the MLB slate. Also, I did update the records. So all the records should be updated. They should be good to go. Everything should be accurate. I went through and had to watch literally all my old videos, the ones that weren't edited, because I obviously didn't have it documented. So I had to go through, watch all the plays to see what they were, and then go into Google and like ESPN and stuff to see if those plays actually hit. It took a very long time, but I should have been keeping up with it in the first place, so that's all my fault. But without any further ado, I'm going to quit rambling, and we're going to dive into it. I do have 2 plays. Unfortunately, they don't have either of the plays that are going to be up for the Yankees and Houston games. It's a doubleheader, and neither of the game lines are up for some reason. I have to record them the night before to be able to get it out to you guys in time. But for some reason, none of them are up. So I only pretty much had 4 games to choose from today. So without any further ado, though, let's go ahead and dive into it. Our first play of the day, we're going to be taking the Giants plus a half here in the first 5 versus the Dodgers at minus 130 odds. Now, I really like this play mostly for the pitching matchup. Obviously, it's never a fantastic idea to bet against the Dodgers. The Dodgers are obviously a very, very great baseball team. But I think that this is a really good spot to target. If you take a look at it, obviously the Dodgers, even in their first 5, have been fantastic. They are 52-38 to the run line in the first 5 innings. San Francisco is not even 500. They are 41-50. Definitely not good. But overall, I do think that this is a really good spot to target with the pitching matchup. If you take a look at it, Mitchell White for the Dodgers has a 4.2 ERA on the year, a 3.7 in his last 5, and a 3.6 at home. So he has been a little bit better in his last 5 games, and he has been pretty decent at home, nothing too crazy. But it's very misleading. If you take a look at it, let's take a look at just the last 5 games that he has ended up starting. He started against the St. Louis Cardinals. They lost that game. A very good offense, and I'll mention that here in just a minute. They lost to St. Louis, a very good offense. They beat Colorado, but Colorado, they either score 50 runs in a game or they don't score any. There's really no in between. They ended up winning that game. The Padres, they ended up winning that game. Definitely not an offense that is that's kind of sporadic as well. Atlanta, they ended up losing, a top 10 offense in the entire MLB. And the White Sox, they ended up losing, which I think they were like 15th when it comes to offense, or in their runs per game. I think they're like 15th. So why I'm saying that is because the Giants have the 3rd most runs per game in the entire MLB. So the Mitchell White has been a pretty solid pitcher overall when it comes to like record and stuff. But anytime he does pitch against a really good offense, he's definitely a hittable pitcher. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And I think that this Giants team is not a team that you can pitch meatballs to, because they're going to absolutely crush them. Giants have been a very, very good team this year as well. And they've been a really good offense too, so I really do like that. And Carlos Rodon is going to be on the mound here for the Giants, a very good pitcher, 2.66 ERA, 2.25 in his last 5 games, and a 1.5 through 12 innings pitched versus the Dodgers. Dodgers are obviously a very high-powered offense, but he's pitched 12 innings, and he's only had a 1.5 ERA. He's been very, very good against this Dodgers team, so I really love this play. That's our first play of the day. Giants plus a half here in the first 5 versus the Dodgers at minus 130 odds. Now for our second and final play of the day, we're going to be taking the Tigers and the Athletics, no run first inning in the first game at minus 145 odds. Now, I know this one's juice, so if you guys wanted to slap this in a parlay with some other picks that you guys liked, go for it. This one's just personally, it feels like a lock. I'm just going to be taking some money while I can. Detroit, they are 27th when it comes to first inning runs per game, so they are bottom 4 when it comes to the runs per game just in general. Oakland is 19th, so they are a little bit better than Detroit when it comes to those first inning runs, but over the course of the entire season, just in like the whole game, not just the first inning, Detroit's 30th in runs per game, Oakland's 29th. These two are the bottom 2 teams when it comes to runs per game in the entire MLB, so I definitely will be taking my odds with that one. The defenses themselves are not necessarily great, so that part does make me just a little bit nervous, but I think that they can get it done for us. Also, Zach Logue is going to be on the mound here for the Athletics. He does have a 5.16 ERA over the course of the season, but he is, which is not good by any stretch of the imagination, but he is 6-1 to the Nerfy. I'll definitely take that. He's been really solid in the beginning of the games. He has kind of wore himself out, or he does kind of wear himself out and then gives up a lot of runs towards the end of the game. But versus Detroit this year, he's pitched 7 innings, 0.00 ERA. I definitely will be taking that. I think that is an absolute gem of a find. So I really do like that. And Skubal is going to be on the mound here for the Tigers. He has a 4.11 ERA. So again, nothing great, but through 7 innings pitched once again versus Oakland, he does have a 0.00 ERA. Both these pitchers have been really good against each other, so hopefully they can continue that, and there's nothing crazy, nothing fluky going on. And Skubal does have a 3.95 ERA on the road. So, once again, so he is a better pitcher on the road is what I'm trying to say. I don't think, it's going to matter too much. I think that both these offenses aren't necessarily the best, so hopefully these pitchers don't give up anything too crazy. But that is going to be our second and final play of the day. Tigers and Athletics, no run first inning at minus 145 odds. If you do want to lean for me, I will say that one play that I do like is going to be the Marlins first 5, I think, or just the money line, whichever you guys wanted to go with. But I do think that it does have a little bit of value versus the Rangers. I think that, Pablo Lopez is going to be on the mound again. You guys know that I love hammering that. I also like the under for the game. But, just a little side bet in case you guys are wanting something else. But, yeah, that's going to do it for me. But we are still currently on the road to 7,000 subscribers. So if you guys are new, make sure that you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Like I said, we are on the road to 7,000. So if you guys are new, make sure that you guys are subbed. But that's going to do it for me. This is King Sam signing out. Peace.